Hello dear all beautiful students, welcome again for our today's session. And very last class we discussed about the protoplast or protoplasm. I hope so you understood, and I'm very pleased to see that many of the students were connected on that class, and I gave a short HW and you tried your best to give the perfect one and submitting the HW. So let's go. Today we'll understand about the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. You cannot think in before in the class 9-10 biology, we have very few knowledge about this type of terminology, but here we will go through detailed understanding of some important points. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, if we try to give the definition, we will write there all types of cell surrounded by what types of features? By a covering layer, which is elastic, semi-permeable, and we can write about and living parts, which consist of lipoprotein. Is called plasma membrane. So I will make you understand. Please write first. Plasma membrane. Yes, sometime this plasma membrane is terminology as termed as we can write there biomembrane. Okay. This is the definition I have written there, my dear students. I hope so you will understand. All types of cells surrounded by a covering layer. Suppose I can ensure there this is plasma membrane. Inside the cellular parts will be there. Okay, just for simply I just try to make you understand that this way we can write many of the cellular parts. Already we have drawn this one in our any previous lecture. We can see this type of, just I write only draw for simple things for make you understand here. Okay, so though the cell wall is outer part in case of the plant cell, I just make you understand this one, this layer that can all types of cell, the cell surrounded by a covering layer which is elastic, you can say the rubber, and elastic means this they have some strengthen of getting expansion contraction properties. So there is the elastic, semi-permeable. It is very important thing to know about the semi-permeable means they cannot allow all of the things inside the cell. That means only solvent can or water can enter into the cell, other all thing will go out. Suppose the net, what the net we use to catch the fish in the river, pond, where we can get all water falling down, only fish or anything if it is there that can come out and just attack by on that specific place. What is the meaning of that? Semi-permeable, that kinds of cell covering layer only permit the solvent, not everything. Okay, and living parts, of course the living parts, they are all the living parts so that we are living, which consist of lipoprotein. This layer consists of lipoprotein. Lipoprotein is actually lipid plus protein. lipid plus protein. So this is the lipoprotein. Lipid plus protein is the lipoprotein. The constituents in there is called plasma membrane. So what we learned, all the cellular parts covering by a layer which is elastic, semi-permeable, and consist of living parts, and also have the lipoprotein composed of lipoprotein layer. This is called plasma membrane, and it is also known as the biomembrane. If it is asking for 1 mark, why plasma membrane termed as, or come to point of that biomembrane, why plasma membrane is called biomembrane? Yes, of course, this is the important parts. Since the plasma membrane consists of the living parts inside it, that means bio is the life related terminology. So living parts, since they consist of, so these are called, this membrane on that time is called the biomembrane. I think you can get this point. Who is the inventor of this? We will write Carl, Nageli and Kramer. Inventor Carl, Nageli and Kramer. Kramer is the inventor of the plasma membrane. In which year? 1885. These are the very important for SQ types of question or MCQ types of question. Who discovered the plasma membrane? In which year? So Carl, Nageli and Kramer in 1885 discovered the terminology plasma membrane, this one, okay, and name them this one. And JQ power, then after you can write JQ power in 1931 coined the term plasma lemma. Yes, so dear students, look at here. If it is the plasma lemma, do you know what is the plasma lemma? And this term also related with the plasma membrane and also having a connection with the other cellular parts. I will make you understand the plasma lemma. Don't have getting panic for that. I have seen the many of you, as like as the previous time, as sincere students of me in my class. All of you are very good morning. I have seen the Abrar Chaudhuri, Rahul joining, Sayyidan Naurin Siddiq joining, Labiba Alam joining, Ahnaf Tajwar joining, Saima Afroz Soha joining, Amina Ifrat Raisa joining, and I can remember your face actually by name, because you were actually going on through in my last class. I checked the SW. I see your name by name. Very good to see that you are similar person join in my class. Ayan Sami joining, Charles Shen, Afra Ahmed joining, everyone. Yes, very good morning and alaikum assalam. And day by day I see the common face are joining in my class, but I think also some of you when it is not connected directly in this class time, they also, many of you also did the class after any time in a day. That is also good sign, because don't miss a single class, that will be missing of many of the things. Okay, so plasma lemma, this plasma membrane have some, suppose there are lots of cell are connecting with the other cellular parts with the channel and tube. They make sure with making a cell can folding inside, outside or anything, they can connect with the other cell, and this connecting channel of intercellular connection is also termed as the plasma lemma. So JQ Power in 1931 coined the term the plasma lemma for connecting cell to cell with a channel, making a channel for intercellular connection is called plasma lemma, and JQ Power 1931 coined this term. I hope so you understood this one. Beside this, we will learn another thing we can learn there. Yes, I hope so you understood this one. sometimes there is some cleavage we can see inside them. Okay, if there is inside or outside, suppose I can write or draw like this. Okay, inner cellular organelles, I can erase this one and look at here, this one. Yes, and anywhere of the cell we have seen some cleavage like that, or sometimes we can see the outside parts in this way. So what I make you understand, listen and try to understand. This type of furrow or cleavage, we can see the inner side depth, the finger like structure, or outside we have seen this type of structure. We can see maximum in case of the animal cell we have seen, though we are in the plant cell, but according to the book we can go through some animal cell. If we see there, we will see this type of structure, some furrow inside or outside, some finger like structure is going on there. This type of structure, this type of findings we can write about the villi. Okay, the cleavage or furrow, in the cell membrane, is villi, or you can write the villi also, you can say for American pronunciation, there is the villi or villi. This is okay. So in case of the animal cell, we will actually found this one, animal cell. And there is another one very important thing, that is pinocytic or pinocyte. It is the asking question. Sometimes it is asking that what is the pinocyte. If it is asking for 1 mark, you must be concentrate on the part to knowing when the furrow and cleavage, and furrow not outside, inside of the cell membrane, we will see that times this is called the pinocyte also. Okay, pinocyte. So cleavage inside the cell membrane, pinocyte inside the cell membrane is pinocyte. Cleavage inside the cell membrane or furrow inside. This all of the things we can say in case of animal cell we have seen most of them. The villi is found in the animal cell, in the outside finger like structure, or make them getting inside the cleavage or furrow making. That times this is the villi, act as the villi, we know in case of the animal cell we have found. But asking for 1 mark, what is pinocyte? Pinocyte we don't know, because we are not connecting here and we don't know, go through the book is not where is that word is going on there. But I make you understand, when the cleavage or furrow found inside of the cell membrane, that times we can say these cleavage or furrow are termed as pinocyte. Okay, so I hope so, my dear students, you know about well this one. Now the physical structure of the plasma membrane. I hope so you understood these points also. Physical structure of plasma membrane. Physical structure is very important also. Asking 1 or 2 marks all time the question is coming out for these points. Danieli and Dapson in 1935 they gave a model. Here we will try to draw. Suppose we will draw like that. Please follow me here. Understanding. Danieli and Dapson. We will try to draw this one. make it in this way. Double layered, all of the double layered, make it sheer. I just draw in my way, you can draw by your way, it is not the matter, just for having the structure like that. Okay, and opposite part also similarly going on there, similarly going on there, just double, make it the double layered is going on there, double layered, double layered. Very important one, I will make you understand, please come to the point. Yes, we can ensure this one, and there will be a layer of the protein also come out from there. Yes, this way we can draw a layer of the protein also. Yes, I will mark that part, please draw first. Yes, in this way we can complete the model. What is the general concept of the Danieli and Dapson about the plasma membrane, of the physical structure of it? So we will go through understanding about by drawing the figure here. This is the protein layer, and below one is also the protein layer. And we have seen this one and this one is the lipid layer. This one is also lipid layer. Yes, so this protein layer and lipid layer is one layer. Very interesting, one layer, and this one is one layer. Yes, so now we will go through understanding about the model. The Daniel and Dapson model is known as the sandwich model. Sandwich model. Sometimes it is asking for which model of plasma membrane known as the sandwich model. So you will write the Danieli and Dapson model in 1935. They gave a model or concept about the plasma membrane. That model is known as the sandwich model. Sandwich, we have seen the layer as that layer is known as the sandwich model of Daniel and Dapson. They told plasma membrane are of two layered. Plasma membrane are of two layered. Okay, in every layer, this is very important note for you. Okay, my dear students, very important note for you, don't be missing here. In every layer there is a protein and lipid layer. There is a protein and lipid layer. Okay, and very important, we have seen in outside, in external part there is protein, and internal part there is lipid layer. Very important thing I have written there, so you need to understood this one, and I will make you understand for your betterment. Okay, later on I have seen the many of you also joining there. Yes, very good to see all of you. Then what is going on there? Minhaj Uddin Ahmed joining, very good. Imtiazul Anwar, yes. Then Joinab joining, Fahmida Akhtar joining, Faiz Kader Fahad joining. All of you, very good to see and welcome to this class. Though we are very near about completion our today's class, but don't have panic. It is very important class. Who will miss the class and who are not joining in very first time, from first time after publishing this video, please do this class. Very important class, this one also. I always give priority to getting the importance in any of my classes, so hope so you will also getting importance of this part. Daniel and Debson in 1935 they gave a model about the plasma membrane. That model is known as sandwich model. This is the sandwich model, and look at here: protein, lipid, protein and lipid one layer, lipid and protein one layer. So plasma membrane are of two layered. According to their concept, they told their plasma membrane are of two layered. One layer protein lipid, another layer protein lipid and protein. In external, we have seen in every layer there is protein and lipid layer. Every layer protein and lipid layer, every layer protein and lipid layer. In external part, always we count the external part when the outer part is always the protein, and internal part, this is the lipid layer. Lipid has also the two parts, head and tail, tail and head. You can write among us, but needed to understand very simple concept. I just make this model in very easiest way. Why, you know? It is very easiest way because this is the interesting part of the biology. Because we need to know the interesting way the science subject, so that it will not make me afraid. Okay, so just what I have written, sandwich model, like the sandwich, outside the protein, inside the lipid, but one protein one lipid is consist of one layer, one lipid and one protein consist of another layer. Okay, so this is the bi-layered or double layered or two layered, and this is the Daniel and Debson model or sandwich model according to the concept of the physical structure of plasma membrane. So another one we will go through next. Important, my dear students, this is very important thing. Some model is also consist of according to the plasma membrane physical structure model. Which model given by whom? It is also very important for MCQ. Benson's model. Just recollect this one. Benson's model given in 1966. Leonard and Singer's model. Singer's model. This is for MCQ. 1 mark question asking for there. Which model is given by whom in which year? Okay, Leonard and Singer's model. It is given in 1966 also. 1966. Robertson model. It is also very important. Robertson model given by 1959, though it is in before. This model is known as unit membrane model or unit. This model is known as the unit membrane hypothesis. In 1959, Singer and Nicholson, very important. We will detail discuss about this one. Singer and Nicholson. Singer and Nicholson in 1972. Their model known as the fluid mosaic model. very important, this one. Okay, look at here, some model, Benson's model. Okay, according to plasma membrane, about their physical structure, some model is coined by some scientists. Benson's model 1966, Lerner and Singer's model 1966. Need to remember, okay, because which year which model is published, that is very important. Robertson model 1959, though it is 1959, but this model, which model of plasma membrane known as the unit membrane model or unit membrane hypothesis, this is 1959. Singer and Nicholson given the 1972 the fluid mosaic model are very, very important. We will discuss about this one. This is a very wanted type of question, Singer and Nicholson model. We will discuss it in the next time. So finally I want to say another one, that is about the unit membrane model. I need to go through because I overlapping classes connecting with them, so we are not going through much. I draw another this figure is also, I just draw only 3, okay, in this both case. You can draw like that. Okay, I write this one. I just make you mind one important things. This is the phosphate head, and this one is fatty acid tail. Very important for MCQ, okay, fatty acid tail. This one, phosphate head, is always hydrophilic, and this one is hydrophobic, okay, and this is the phospholipid bilayer figure, phospholipid bilayer. Bilayer means this is one lipid layer, this is one lipid layer. Since we know about the Daniel and Dapson, like their sandwich model, lipid layer, so phospholipid bilayer is there, and in them we have seen this is the head and this is the tail. Head is consist of phosphate, very important for MCQ, and tail is consist of fatty acid. Head always hydrophilic, that means they love to attract with or consist of water, and fatty acid tail don't love to consist of water, they are destruct of the water, so it is the hydrophilic attraction with water, and destruction of the water is the hydrophobic. I hope so you understood this one. And according to unit membrane concept, what we have seen, in the phospholipid layer, according to the concept of the unit membrane, this phospholipid layer, Daniel and Dapson told this lipid layer outside the protein, but according to the unit membrane concept, phospholipid bilayer will be there, and inside them anywhere the protein will be just getting attached with them, okay. So this is all about the plasma membrane. Many of the concept we learn, it is SQ, MCQ, or even though CQ 3 marks question. So if you miss anywhere of the topics, you can go through that parts, and not only that one, when you go through the lecture of me, today's lecture, that times you will try to note, ensuring you note if the video pause, and if you don't understand any of the points, any of where of my lecture, please write the comments. I will try to make you understand. I don't give you the SW today, but go through the lecture today and collection, ensure of your collection of notes. That's all of today. Everyone take care and stay safe. Allah Hafiz.